Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. Hello, Cappy. I've been watching your videos for a few months, and although I hated your guts at first, I'm now a huge fan. That's usually how everybody gets to know me. Getting to know you. Anyways, I figure it's time for my first video request. Please make a video giving your opinion on the whole paid family leave situation going on right now. And I didn't even know there was one. I had to look this shit up. Contact me with the price of any further questions you had. I did have some other questions. I'm like, well, what do you want me to tell you about? You're like, oh, is there a particular aspect of it? He says, sure, just my opinion on it, or did you have something more specific you'd like to know? Blah, blah, blah. And he says, just your opinion on the matter. I'd like a video response. I'll make a payment. Blah, 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 blah. So I looked into it. And here in Minnesota, it's a 12. Basically what it boils down to is your employer has to pay you 12 weeks paid vacation, husband or wife, when you have a kid. And the truth is, my natural guttural instincts is that's bullshit. You decide to have a kid. That's why there's a father. Now, obviously, the mother, for biological and physical reasons, needs some recoup time, but not 12 fucking weeks. And the father doesn't need 12 weeks off either. So when I look at this, and this is what it is, it's basically, we fucked, I have vag, he stuck his dick in my vag, and therefore we want 12 months off paid by our employers. So, in the olden days, when the individual was in charge of the family, and not the government, the man would just work and the wife would stay at home and take care of the kids. But since we decided to throw that out the window because that didn't have any value whatsoever, now we're going to have the government force employers to pay extra money for people who aren't working about 10% of the year. No, not even 10%, more like 20% of the year, 12 weeks out of 52. Yeah, that's almost 20%. That is 20%. Because feels goods and feels. Now, I understand if the woman has gone through, birth is not exactly a walk in the park, and women do need recoup time. So I'm not even against yeah, okay, I think women should probably get a little bit of paid time off. But the man, no, and I'm a big guy. I'm anti-feminist. I'm pro-guy. I'm like, but no, guys, you weren't the one giving birth. You're not the one there with a fucking bowling ball coming out of your vag. You're the guy. Go fucking work. Support your goddamn family. But now it seems like, oh, well, the father is doing, the mother is. It's like, all right. And this is the way it's going to go. I mean, so my opinion is I don't give a fuck because it's an element of defeatism. We're going to go this way anyway. We're going to make employers pay more for people who aren't working. And what it basically boils down to is lazy fucks hiding behind, pick your poison, mental illness, sex, gender, color of skin, and this time, pregnant or not, to basically say other people should give me money because if you don't do it, you're a misogynist, you're a racist, and now you're a birthist or something like that. Oh, my little child, oh my God. It's like, fuck you. You don't need 12 weeks off as a guy. It depends on the state. There's different countries, and the guy gets paternity leave. I mean, so I understand may not be this case in your state. But to me, 12 weeks seems a bit excessive. It seems like this is just another Gen X, soon-to-be millennial grab for other people's money. They don't want to work. 12 weeks also indicates to me, look, girls, a week or two, I understand. Absolutely. But since you girls are all rah-rah, feminism, me, moxie, and my career comes first, and outsource that kid the first thing I can to daycare, don't give me this fucking bullshit that all of a sudden you want to spend time with your family when you couldn't give two motherfucking shits less about your kid because you wanted to outsource it to daycare so you could get on and jerking yourself off and masturbating, you're flicking the bean so you could have yourself a career. You love yourself. The vast majority of post-World War II people love themselves more than their children. So don't give me this 12 weeks I gotta spend it with my child bullshit. It's basically like the blacks saying, look at the color of my skin. Hispanics, look at the color of my skin. Women, look at my vag. And then the fucking white spoiled little suburbanite people, oh, I have mental illness. It's all of you fucking hiding like pussy little cowards behind a trait or anything you can so that you don't have to work as much and get paid more. That's it. It's just theft. And it's cowardly theft. At least a thief on the streets of Chicago or Minneapolis or Milwaukee has to go and risk the fact that I might fight back. At least they got to take the risk of getting in trouble with the law, or that I might actually have a gun on me, and then they got to actually stiff arm rob me. You guys are the biggest fucking pussies. Oh, because child out of vag, give me 12 weeks? See, that's you got too greedy. If it was 2, I'm like, yeah, obviously the woman has to recoup. Yeah, obviously she'd like to spend time with the children. But on the other end, I got all these women, a cacophony, a fucking choir of women saying, we don't need no man, woman power, outsource children, independent woman, I got a career woman. Well, obviously you don't love your kid, and your kid is just like a fucking drapes to go with the SUV. So you don't need 12 weeks to spend time with your child. Oh, you fucking hypocrite. I want to spend time with my child. Has anyone ever said that? You guys are all working your fucking commuting jobs. You don't even know who your children are. You bought a McMansion. You bought things. You bought stuff. You love stuff more than you do your own flesh and blood. Don't give me this shit that you need 12 weeks. Fuck you. You need as many weeks as a doctor would say, unless there was complications with pregnancy, which I also understand. But yeah, 2 weeks, I'm no doctor, but I think 2 weeks you're healed up, and now get your ass back to work and ship your kid off to the daycare like you always were intending. And stop with this hypocritical bullshit, because now I actually love my child. And then the 12 weeks are up, and then you are going to dump that fucking kid like a fucking ghetto mom will sell her murdered child for a lawsuit. You will just treat that kid like a CIA asset to make as much money and benefit your greedy little motherfucking cunt as possible. And you pussy little hipster, fucking bearded, perfectly groomed, bearded, salmon jean-colored faggot boys who married these women who are trying to cash in, I get your motherfucking asses back to work. Whatever faggoty bullshit excuse for work that is that you have, like you're a professor or you whatever liberal arts bullshit you have. It's all bullshit. 12 weeks? No. You get 2 weeks, everybody's recovered, and in the olden days, ideally, the man would have taken care of the family. But since that is no longer the case, I don't care. I really don't. I'm 40. I'm half dead. I'm more than half dead. I'm like 2/3 dead. You know what? Just do whatever the fuck you want. Drive up your employer's costs. And here's the other, this is the economics ramification. It's kind of like the minimum wage. I mean, if you're going to make it too costly to employ you, you're not going to be around for 20% of the year. The employer's only going to get 80% of your labor because birth, and not just women. Remember, you faggoty little, and I'm not slamming on gays because I'm pro-gay. I'm talking you straight guys who act like faggots. With your little salmon jeans, your perfectly groomed beards, and you need 12 weeks off because I'm amazed that you had sex. You need 12 weeks off too. Who's going to fucking hire you millennial fucking losers? They're going to, why do we outsource things to China? Why do we hire Mexicans? I don't know, because you American white bread suburbanite pussy little fucks are worthless. You don't produce the economic production that is necessary to generate the revenue to cover even your own costs. So when I look at it like, hey, there's ways to find out. Well, I always want to have children. I'm going to visit children. I want paid leave, paid family. I mean, look, when this becomes law, you think any real employer who's got they're going to... I know the large ones as a marketing expense will champion and show their badge off. We provide paid family leave. And then, everybody should take advantage of it. Absolutely. Like, if you got a kid, absolutely. Even if you're the most Republican of Republicans, conservatives of conservatives, if you work at General Mills or Target because they're so corporate socially responsible, absolutely. You take that 12, wife spits out the kid, 48 hours later, she's like, yeah, I'm pretty good to go. Vacation, New Zealand, let's go. Paid family vacation. Absolutely. For those of you who think you deserve it, or deep down inside, you're just like, I want 12 weeks because I'm a lazy fucking cunt. Yeah, no, fuck you. I don't care. But like I said, I really don't care. This is the way it's going to go. These are the rules you're going to apply. Don't be surprised if all of a sudden, these corporations or any real serious corporation where the actual growth is and there's real serious genuine management, not your like 0.3% growth at Target and you're like, maybe I could make assistant sales manager. Like if you actually want to advance, they're going to look and it's like, yeah, we're not going to hire anyone under 35 because we don't want people having 12 weeks a day off or 12 weeks a year off if they have a kid. We're going to go with middle-aged people. And you millennials, you vote for this because I'm so independent. I'm independent-minded. Fight the system here. Vote for this. Okay. I mean, you millennials are the biggest fucking lemmings and sheep there ever was. But yeah, that's I don't care. I really don't care. It will result in lower employment. It will result in lower productivity. 12 weeks, yeah. It's the way the world's going. Oh, look, we're like Norway. We're like Sweden, like those fucking powerhouses. The global, the success in Sweden. Oh yeah, I can't wait to be. That's the pinnacle of. Let's hold up Sweden. Oh, Finland, look, they got snow and moose or caribou rather. So yeah, I don't have an opinion because I'm so defeated about it. Yeah, this is the way it's going to go. It's just another instance where the government's going to force costs upon society and employers to pay for other people's mistakes or decisions. And people will not bear the full cost of their decisions. And that's just how... And this feels wonderful because for the children behind my skin and behind my genitals, you should. Otherwise, you're an ist. So... yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I wish I had something more insightful, but what are you going to do? Best of luck. Toodles.